All right, my name is Osi. What's going on? Still a heartbeat of Lagos, the beat 99.9 FM. Yes, it's on and popping right about now. And it's yet another season again where we have the latest evictees from Big Brother Nigeria. And, we just sit down and have a conversation with them, just do a deep dive into their time in the house, and also give you guys an opportunity to actually just send in questions if you have any too as well. All right, so we have two of the latest evictees. We have Ibifubara. Yes, I hope I got that. Davis. I hope I pronounced that right. So please help me, please.
It's Ibifubara.
Ibifubara. Okay, cool, Davis. My bad. So you're a force of nature in motion, vibrant, witty, deeply compassionate woman. You're a trained psychologist who's joining us, taking out from the frontline mental health work to navigating unpredictable world of tech after graduating from Covenant University. And also we have Daniel Olatunji. That's Danboskid, 25-year-old model, upcoming actor, and you've had some success in the pageant world as well after emerging Mr. Ideal Nigeria 2024. Your interest lies in modeling and building your acting career with passion and purpose. And that's amazing. So how are you guys doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, cool. Just speak towards the mic so I can hear you.
Okay, I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, that's that's a lot better.
You're doing good.
Okay, cool. Sound a little grudgy this morning. Is it too early?
Maybe it is. Because I like to stay in the morning, but I have to stay out because we have to have all this media around. So, yeah, keeping it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, well, I get up at like 4:30 every day. So, despite
This is your job, so
I know, but I'm still
early.
not. Yeah, I'm still not used to it. Trust me. Yeah, you never get to waking up on time. Yeah. So, how have you guys been? Let me start with the lady first. Ladies first. So, have you been dealing with being outside the house? It's been 3 days now. Is it 3 days?
2 days.
Yeah, it's 2 days. Yeah, my math is a little off. So how's it been? How's it been so far?
I think at first it was a little bit mixed feelings. Why am I out by this time? It's early. All of that. What happened? I was trying to figure out what was happening right outside now. But now I feel a little bit more grateful than before because it feels like the opportunity to make use of the time that I have now feels more glaring than before. I can see it more than before. So I would say I'm more hopeful of what the future holds, and I don't feel bad that anymore. Right? It feels more like yes, the game would have gone on, right? Yeah. But what I have in front of me seems promising. So.
Yeah, just head first, and just take it. Okay,
I
fantastic. So if Ibifubara, yes. So we noticed a situation with you, Bright, and Midday, when Midday and Bright brought up, had issues because, I think you're in the center of that, and the truth or dare game. So do you want to shed more light on that situation?
Not too much light. I would say that.
Darkness, anyway.
Yeah. I don't want to share too much light, but I'll share some light on it. In terms of, I'd say Midday is a house friend. Like, we got along pretty much. Like she mentioned in the video, we got along well. Yeah. And she and Bright Morgan, have a thing, they're sheep, as we call it in the house. Yeah. However, I was just pretty much having fun in the house. I worked with what Bright Morgan told me. And I have no interest in Bright Morgan outside the house. I have no interest in Bright Morgan outside the house. And, it's just, if we become friends, that would be lovely. But yeah, that's it. And I wish them all the best.
So what if he comes on strong and decides he wants more than friends outside the house?
No, I don't think that's a situation I want to be part of.
Why? Do you have an ongoing situation outside the house?
No. I'm chill where I am right now. I got into the house single. I do not want a relationship. I wanted to have fun. I did just that. And I'm out now.
Fantastic.
Continue real life.
So talking about relationships and and all of that, Damoskid, apparently though, you go into a relationship almost immediately as soon as you go in there. Yeah. So do you think that this maybe held you back from actually showing the viewers who you were and the potentials you had coming into the house?
Nah, I actually feel it did even help me come out of my shell. Okay. Because like I said in my diary sessions with Big Brother, being in a new environment, it makes me be reserved, because you don't know so much people. You don't know what you say to someone that would stir them up and then they come at you so bad. So I like to observe, and then when I know your stir up, I'll come at you. And then, like in a quiet way, so we can then have some good conversations. But meeting Zita, she was my wardrobe mate. And then the first thing she said to me was, oh, so is this guy like my wardrobe mate? So I kept seeing her over and over and over again. And damn, that girl is beautiful. So I had to approach her. We started some talks, and it went on from there. I saw some things we had in common, because I was this guy that was always quiet until I was comfortable in an environment. She was always quiet. She did cry in her corners and nobody knew. And I fell for her, and man, it just moved. And honestly, I feel it was a good time. Not a long time, but
it was a good time, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So coming to, so how do you pronounce your name? Is it Danboskid?
Danboskid, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was my first ever nickname when I was a kid.
Okay, so do you think, so since you had this since you were a kid, and there's a popular pastor that, is also in Damoskid. So do you think maybe you made the viewers, perceive you in a certain way? Because now you're saying that you had the nickname since you were a kid. Yeah. And, that guy became popular, I think, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Yeah. So,
I think there was even an issue, because my handles were different names. I actually wanted to go with my present nickname, King Zeus. Okay. Yeah? But we had a trademark issue with the management, and I wouldn't want any other management coming to sue the Big bbnaija management because they used the name that was already registered. Right. So I had to change back to something. So I thought of going back to the origin, man.
Damoskid. Yeah.
I saw him Damoskid coming. Even while I was in the house, people were calling me Damoskid. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to reveal my power one by one.
But speaking of relationships now, do you think that it would have given viewers a different perspective if it had been with somebody else and not Zita?
Well, to be honest, it actually just depends on the kind of person. Zita was, like I said, we had so many things in common. If it was a different person, you're still going to fall for me. You don't even...
So the viewers have loved you either way?
Regardless, because this is who I am.
Right.
Yeah, so as much as I feel for you, I'm going to show you how I feel, how I be all the time.
Right.
People see me as a playboy. Obviously, I have the face, I have the body, so I would want to take advantage of that.
Yeah, but playboy has nothing to do with face and body.
Trust me, he does.
No, okay, so if Ibifubara is a lady here. Yeah. So let's put it this way. Okay. You meet a guy, and in your and you know that this is not my type or anything. But if you guys are in a close dynamic, maybe you guys go to school together or something, and he does certain things. He shows up, he's nice to you or anything. Before you know what's going on, you see yourself lowering your standards and be like, you know what? Since I'm constantly, with this guy, you never know. So I think, being a playboy and it comes with,
really doesn't have to do with
your looks and how, it comes with knowing, what to do, the right things to say, and how to tick all the boxes. To be honest,
I think that's a head start for me. I just have people always say, you look like. Why do you think I look like? You don't know me yet. Yeah. I have many people saying you look like, but then. That's a head start if I want to be a playboy. Yeah. But I just like
you're a playboy. No?
I had the playboy era. I'm not.
But you're 25, so you're I can't even remember when I was 25.
To be honest,
25 is young.
But speaking of, with you and Zita, would you want something more if she's open to it outside the house? Would you want to explore that?
Yeah, it was funny how I made this clear to her even before leaving the house. I was thinking, man, did I know I was going to leave the house? I made it clear to her that, man, I didn't just want it to end there, because Zita was a totally different person when it came to relationships. She said she hadn't been with any guy in her life. She hasn't been in any relationship, not with any guy. So I was
two different things.
Two big differences. I have to clear that. Yeah. So it was hard for her, but then I still saw her coming to me to tell me this is hard. It is weird that I'm actually giving in, but she still liked it. Right. Yeah, and that was one thing I held, because you haven't done this before and then you're still liking it. So I mean, that's that. I'm doing my job well.
Okay. I see. So
I told her if she would want this thing to continue, because I 100% want it to continue.
Okay.
I told her my feelings were genuine, and if she was feeling the same thing, I'll be waiting for her.
So I'm giving terms.
They're too cute. They're too cute. She even told me to talk to him and care and all of that, and I was like, okay, I'll do that. Okay.
Let's see.
You had an issue in the house with Denari. You guys were planning some fake fights, something. And of course. But okay, so it turned out they came through.
Actually.
You didn't come.
No, that wasn't fake. That was real. I mean, ours was supposed to be fake, and then we do this game where we want to hit ourselves and start dancing and doing things like that. But then it didn't happen because the fights were already going up, and all of a sudden there came one tax force thing, like they see you fighting, they'll do this kind of thing. So like we just called it off. And funny enough, like you said, Benai had this moment to shout.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Okay, so Ibifubara, I want to also ask is that I think generally, when people go into Big Brother, a lot of the viewers always expect you to be the housemates to be drama filled, if they're not fighting, if they're not toxic, if they're not in a relationship or something, they see you as boring and they want to like ship you out. So do you think this also puts a lot of pressure on the housemates, whereby they go into the house with this already preconceived notion, saying, oh, this is what I'm here for, rather than just going in there looking at the dynamic and trying to see, okay, how do I fit in and how do I let my who I am, just shine out.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that, first of all, reality TV is drama.
Okay.
Like, no matter the kind of reality TV, even the ones that are just focused on love, there must be drama to keep the people going. However, because of the pressure to just like not be yourself and keep viewers engaged or glued to your screen, there's this thing where people sort of go from 0 to 100 without proper build up. Yeah. There were some fights that even happened in the house, and I was like, okay, what caused this one now? Like this just started. Like it just became a fight. It did not have a build up. There's no backstory. There's nothing. And I'll ask the people, okay, so what is the issue, right? Did this person snare at you before? Did what happen? And they can't say. Because it's just what it is in the moment, right? And I get it. I get the need to go to a reality TV show and sort of like be that person that people want to. People, will I say, reward the people that fight.
Right?
The people that fall in love dramatically.
Because you're giving content.
Because you're giving
Those
them
are the
content,
Nigeria
right?
wants to see.
But yeah, sometimes even the common people do all of these things, right? But once in a while. But it almost feels like, how many times do we see it? And, there's an issue with it. So yeah, I believe that there's so much pressure to do all of that. But staying true to yourself also like is beneficial because I feel like it brings people that actually care about you and people that actually will support you in your niche or whatever you choose to do.
All right. So do you think that, not having a vocal or a fight moment, do you think that, probably is the reason why you're sitting across me now?
I had a fight moment. I don't know why people think I did not have a fight moment.
To be honest, people actually thought you were just that person in the house who nobody really saw. Actually, because there was this perception that when your eviction came up, I saw comments like, wait, she was still in the house. She's still there. Or there's somebody like Ibifubara in the house. Like, there were a lot of questions. So everyone was like, where was she? What happened? People were even saying, maybe your social media handler did not handle your account well. Like, there was a lot going on. So that's why, asking that question, like, okay, with the whole drama and everything, because let's not lie, and I'm posing this question to you guys. First week of the house, what was going on with a lot of you guys? Meltdowns left, right, and center. You guys were crying, shouting, almost feel like, when you drop a child at boarding house the first time, you guys were already, what caused all of that?
Okay, I'll just talk about the previous thing, then I'll get here. I don't think that I was shown as much as I did things, and when I left, I think everybody saw the reactions of the housemates, and that actually proves that I was actually not a wall on like a fly on the wall. I was actually in the house, and sometimes felt like screen time. Coming out now, I would say some things happen, and people would be like, "Huh? When did that one happen?" And I'm like, I was actually everywhere. But I just felt like some people were giving them some kind of content that, was, more dramatic or whatever, right? I had a fight in the house. I was in between what the thing you asked me earlier, and there were other things that happened. Yes, with Faith. Like there was this whole thing where everybody was like, "Oh, the two smart people were like really fighting in the house," and the way this was because culture kept on saying that, like, the way people are speaking, I can't really hear what people are saying, but fight. Do you understand? So there were so many things that happened, right? And that was why the reaction from the housemates sort of was different from the reaction of the audience. I feel like there was something going on there that didn't really tally. But it's okay. I feel like I was true to myself in the house a lot, and that's what's important to me forever. That's what's important. But also, concerning the first week, it's just human behavior to sometimes when something is not familiar, it gets a little overwhelming. The house is actually quite overstimulating. I think people can perceive it from outside. If you listen to the house, it's quite noisy. It's quite overstimulating when you're inside because there were so many fights. There were so many quarrels, not just fights, but quarrels. There's so much people not even understanding what they feel. And that's when I now started, like, this joke of me having sessions in the house started, where people will come to me randomly and be like, please, I need a session. Oh my God, I'm dealing with this and that, right? And the meltdowns were a lot, because it was like nowhere to keep this emotion. You're dealing with new people. Right. These new people are pushing your buttons. One time I even screamed out, like, please stop pushing my buttons. It's okay. Like, you go left and someone is doing something to aggravate you, and you go right and someone is doing something. So I think the meltdowns just happened because there was sort of nowhere to put the emotions and the feelings.
Okay. I hear you. So now that you're out of the house now, so what are your plans? What do we hope to see you do next?
Okay. So my plans, first of all, the podcast. I think
not too much of that already.
No, there are different types of podcasts.
I want to put a tax on microphones.
That exist, right?
Yeah, I like
but yeah, I'm just trying to do something that involves it's just like agony aunt, but like not really. Okay. But in the house, what I went in for, right? You know, I did more of like a shoulder to lean on. Like, people, there were so many questions being asked, and I sort of like responded. You know, if you ask the other housemates, that's what it was like. Yeah. So bringing out outside and being that person, you know, as a psychologist to Nigerians really, or people all around the world, is something that I want to do. So the podcast is pretty much related to that.
Yeah. So to piggyback on that though, everybody says, yes, we all need therapy and we all need somebody to talk to. I hold a different view, because I believe that once you become an adult, you clearly know, okay, these are the things I struggle with. These are my vices. Yeah. These are the things I need to fix. And most times people know what to do to fix these issues. You understand? So for me, I think, yes, and it's great sometimes to talk to people, you know, to just unburden yourself. But when it comes to like deep-seated, you know, character traits, like I said, I believe that people know what their issues are. And most times therapy for them is an easy way out, because they don't want to fix these issues by themselves. True. I don't know if, you know, if we're on this, if we've come from this, you know, similar school of thought.
Honestly, therapy is important, right? Because I think people see it in a different way than what it actually is. People think that it's just going there and sort of like a snap to fix your issues. Yeah. Right. Not really that. Like, it is time. It's like going to the hospital. Your meds won't work that day. Your meds will work, you know, sometimes. Your meds will work that day. But most times it won't, right? Yeah. It's 3 days, 5 days. Yeah, it takes a while. But sometimes 3 days in therapy world is 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years. Okay. Right? Oh, wow. So it takes a while. It's not just a fix it all tool. Most of the work in therapy also happens outside of therapy. So that's why we always, you know, push for community. That's why we always push for assignments. We give people assignments. Go do this thing and see how it works in your real life, right? So I would say that I hope more people try it. But the thing is that people also quit it quite early.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. They quit it because it's hard work.
Okay. Yeah.
It's hard work. Well, it's not easy work. It's hard work to actually go deep into yourself and say,
okay, this
is my issue. And
so it feels very invasive.
Yes, and someone is telling you that, well, these are ways in which you can work towards your issue. So we're not necessarily saying do this to fix it. It's more both of us will sit with your issue, right? And we'll figure out how to deal with your issue. It's almost like I know how to deal with it, but I want you to also come to terms with how to deal with it and figure it out like that. So it's hard work. It is tasking work, and not everybody is ready for that. It's also painful work.
Okay, cool. So I'll be looking forward. I'll be looking out for that podcast. You know, when you enter. Yeah, sure. So,
how about you?
Yeah,
I mean, you're
in Damoskid.
It says in Damoskid.
Are you starting the church?
You should start getting used to that.
I've gotten used to it already.
Yeah, are you starting the church somewhere?
Can I work?
Are you starting a church?
A church?
Yeah. Now that you're out.
You mean a gym?
Yeah. So what's the plan? You know, now that you're out.
Yeah, the plan has always been the plan before I even got into the house.
Which is?
Keep being the model that I am.
Okay.
And be a refined actor, a world top class actor.
Okay. Have you been in any movies?
Yeah, I've been in 4 movies.
Which one? I've
been in Unheard. I've been in the movie Chaffee Bello. That's on cinemas.
Okay.
The title. Unheard was even nominated in Canadian Film Festival.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
So been on Little Sisters by Zita. Okay. I've been in like 4 movies. So like, we're just pushing. And while I got out, I really got an audition from Tintel.
Okay.
So step by step, Step by step, we'll get there.
Okay,
It's a gradual process.
I see. So are you going back to Abuja? Because I saw that you grew up in Abuja.
No, I moved to Lagos last year when I won Mr. Idu Nigeria.
Oh, for the first time?
Right.
Oh, so all your life in Abuja?
All my life.
Oh, what part of Abuja is? I did a little bit of Abuja myself growing
Life
up.
camp.
Oh, Life Camp. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
The
I was
cool
like,
place where you
I was
don't
in
have so many hassle.
Zone 1, pretty much there.
What did you say?
I said I was in Zone 1.
Zone 1,
yeah,
Central.
Yeah, Central.
Oh,
so
yeah,
pretty
nice.
much there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Right. But Lagos is quite good because it's the center of business. This is if you want to make it well, based on what I do, a model, an actor, you have to be in Lagos.
Or Nasarawa.
That was what pushed me.
Oh, what?
From here.
What is it?
Are you joking?
Good question.
A
What's happening?
lot, but not on screen.
A lot. Canny Woods, cheap food, it's
Breaking
chilled.
of woods, things like that. Yeah.
It is chilled. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by today and wishing you all the best.
Thank you
I
so
know that a
much.
lot of people will say, oh yeah, you could have done this, you could have done that. So I always would tell the housemates that the platform is whatever it is that you make of it.
Yes.
You understand? It doesn't matter, when you got in or when you got out.
Yeah.
It's what you do, after
After
you
getting
get on the platform. So yeah, wishing you guys all the best. We're watching
Thank
out for
you
you
so
being on the
much.
big screen and also looking out for that podcast too as well. All right. It's 9:04. My name is Osi, hanging out with Eve. You want to ask any other questions?
I'm just, like you said everything. Wish them all because how you put yourself out there is also an issue because sometimes it's easy to forget people when you don't do what you need to get done for yourself. But don't forget to be yourselves as well, like you rightly said.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. So if they want to find you on social media, where can they find you?
Oh yeah, I changed my name back to Danboskid. Just search Danboskid on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You're going to see me there. Damoskid 01.
Okay. So, yeah.
And for me is the slice of IB cake.
IB cake.
Yes.
Oh,
so
okay,
that's
I
my
like that.
nickname,
Okay.
IB cake.
I was going to ask what came about that.
No, it's just a nickname that I'm being called Ivy Cake. I don't think that I have to go by Ibifubara. I think professionally I am Ibifubara.
Right.
But for content world, being an influencer and all of that, I think I want to stick to
A slice of
Exactly.
a slice of the slice of IB cake everywhere.
nice.
Yeah.
Just a slice. You can't get the full.
You
of
can't
it.
get the full
so-
thing until later.
That's nice. Thank you so much. It's 9:05 on a fantastic Tuesday morning. Yes, Chin and Noella Rose, and this is Subliminals.